His partner's name is Cole. They're assigned together on Marcus's third week. Cole has 7 years in the Directorate of Operations, speaks 3 languages fluently, and 2 others well enough to be dangerous, and has the specific quality of intelligence that presents as relaxed confidence rather than performance. He's also, Marcus thinks within the first month, one of the most genuinely decent people he's met in federal service. The decency isn't soft, it's principled. Cole believes in the work the way some people believe in religion, not naively, but with a deep understanding of what it requires and a willingness to pay that price. They run operations together over 7 years: Syria, Eastern Europe, a particularly complicated 18 months in Southeast Asia that required both of them to make decisions they'd spent years hoping they'd never have to make. They trust each other in the specific way you trust someone when the consequences of misplaced trust are catastrophic, which is to say, completely, but with full awareness of what complete trust costs. Marcus knows Cole's wife's name. He knows the specific way Cole explains complex intelligence assessments, always starting with what he doesn't know, building toward what he does, never overstating his confidence. He knows that Cole brings him soup when he's sick, that he keeps a photo of his daughter on his desk in a frame she made in elementary school, that he takes the hard cases because someone has to and doesn't complain about it. He knows that if you're in trouble in a foreign city at 2 a.m, Cole is the person you call. He knows all of this, and it doesn't help him with what happens next. The Syria operation goes wrong in ways that won't be declassified for decades. Assets are compromised. Operatives are burned. 3 people are arrested by a foreign intelligence service. The investigation into how the operation was penetrated runs for 11 months. Someone inside provided information. The evidence is specific and points to a specific workstation, a specific access pattern, a specific travel history. The evidence points to Marcus. The counterintelligence investigation starts on a Wednesday. By the following Tuesday, Marcus is in an interrogation room, the kind he's sat on the other side of 100 times, answering questions he doesn't have the answers to. He maintains his innocence because he is innocent. He keeps looking for the mistake in the evidence, the clerical error, the misattributed access. He keeps thinking there's a logical explanation that will make this stop. There isn't one, because the evidence was placed there deliberately by someone who knew exactly how Marcus moved through the world, because that someone had been watching him move through it for 7 years. He doesn't know it's Cole yet. That knowledge comes later, in a different room, and it doesn't help the way he thought it would. He's given a choice: resign quietly, cooperate, walk away with his pension intact, or fight it. Classified proceedings, years of legal process, no guarantee of outcome. His entire career becoming evidence in a process he can't fully see or respond to. He's 38 years old. He sits in his apartment for 3 days trying to find the path where fighting this works. He can't find it. The evidence against him is his own professional fingerprints, placed on things he didn't touch. On the 3rd morning, he takes the deal. Cole stops by when Marcus is clearing his desk, says it'll work out. Marcus looks at him and nods. He still doesn't know yet. He loads the last box into his car in the parking garage and sits there for 40 minutes without starting the engine. Then he drives home. He applies for 43 jobs in the first 3 months. 2 callbacks. 0 offers. The background check keeps coming back wrong. He can't explain the wrong without explaining everything, and explaining everything means explaining he was investigated for treason. By month 5, he's behind on rent. Part 3. The years between. The man who approaches him is named Reyes. Reyes has a talent for finding people whose capabilities exceed their circumstances and whose circumstances have made them flexible about certain categories of legality. He's professional about it. He explains the work clearly, the compensation clearly, the risks clearly. He doesn't pretend it's something it isn't. Marcus thinks about it for 3 weeks. He runs through every alternative. The math keeps coming out the same. His savings will last 4 more months. He has no viable employment prospects. He has knowledge and skills that have value in markets that don't require him to explain his background. The choice isn't between good and bad. It's between different kinds of bad. 1 month becomes 3. 3 becomes 6. The questions get more specific.